It's finally here! You watched us unbox them, and now we review the full 16 set of the Simpsons Collectible Minifigures Series 2 here on TalkBricks. Hello and welcome back to another episode of TalkBricks. Michael here, and I'm so excited to be reviewing for you guys the LEGO Simpsons Series 2 Collectible Minifigure Series. If you missed all of the unboxings, don't worry. Click on the annotation to watch the playlist or find a link to the description below, and then come on back to watch the full review. I have every collectible minifigure since Series 1, so I can't wait to get into this series with you guys. I'm a big fan of the Simpsons series. LEGO and Simpsons just make a great pair. Why don't we get started with our first figure? Here we have the all-new Homer Simpson from this line, and he seems to be all dressed up. I do love this shirt and tie, and I think it can be useful for anyone looking to take these figures beyond the Simpsons series. Here we have Homer next to the Homer from Series 1. We can see that they have very different shirts, and actually different colored pants. The heads seem to be pretty much identical, though they do have two different sets of accessories. The Homer from Series 2 has a heart-shaped box of chocolates, printed on a 2x2 tile, while the Homer from Series 1 has a 1x2 tile printed with a television remote and a 1x1 round tile printed with a donut. Here we can see the back printing that goes along the head, but there's no back printing on either torso. Here we have Marge and Homer together, and they're all dressed up to go out. Don't they look cute together? Marge is wearing an orange dress that's made up of the orange torso with some shaping on the front, as well as the fabric cloth skirt piece that has printing to give it a ruffled detail. And here we have Marge from Series 2 next to Marge from Series 1. Marge on the right is the traditional Marge with the green dress and the red pearls, but she has different accessories with a pink purse and a magazine versus this small clutch printed on a 1x2 tile and a bouquet of roses. Though the heads initially seem similar, the Marge on the left does have lipstick details. The new Marge also has two-tone printing on the arms to give the look of long white gloves and earrings printed on the ears. On the back we can see that the new Marge has the skirt detail printed all the way around, and the old Marge has back printing for the rest of the dress and the rest of the necklace. Here we have Bart's alter ego, Bartman. He looks kind of like a Batman clone with that cowl piece that's painted over the top of the head and the eyes. He also has one accessory, which is this slingshot piece. His torso is printed in orange and has the two-tone sleeves and the two-toned pants with shoes. Here we can see Bart next to the Bart from Series 1. The one on the right has a much more red-toned shirt, while the one on the left has an orange shirt. The original Bart came with a skateboard piece. While the original Bart had the slingshot piece printed on the torso and legs, it's nice that with the new one we get an actual piece. While there's no printing on the new one, there is that dark purple cape to round out the figure. The new Lisa is also dressed up. You'll notice she's wearing a pink dress this time, with nice details on the torso with the collar and the belt, as well as the two-toned sleeves in pink and yellow. The Lisa figure also comes with their cat, Snowball 2. The original Lisa has a standard face, while the new one has a bow printed on the headpiece. The skirt and the legs are the same, except for one is red and one is light pink. On the side we can see some of the details of the two-tone printing, and on the back we see the printing on the original figure. Next up we have Maggie, who also has an animal. This Maggie is the exact same one that we received in the Simpsons house, and the only difference from the original one is some eye printing. Maggie is the only character to have this unique baby torso, and I really like that, and I think it's pretty successful. Here we have a close-up of the cat and Santa's little helper, and I love these two little figures that come in the series. They're so accurate, and I'm glad they got a unique mold. Here we have Milhouse dressed as his superhero alter ego, Fallout Boy. You'll notice that radioactive detail in the upper left shoulder, as well as the belt that goes around the waist. He does carry a can of Buzz Cola and has a mask that goes all the way around the head. It's funny how the original Milhouse came with a comic book, while the new one is a comic book character himself. They both have two-tone printing on the arms and the legs, which I really love. You can see how the glasses are printed all the way on the side, and it continues onto the back, and we can also see the green cape of the new figure. Here we have Milhouse and Bart together in their superhero costumes. I think they make a great duo, and it's a great addition to our set. Next up, we have Marge's two sisters, Patty and Selma Bouvier. These two are a good pair, and they have the very unique lavender hair. Patty comes with a purse that has printing on all sides, and Selma comes with an eye chart that has printing as well. On the side, you can see the eye chart printing, as well as how the skirts go on. They each have a pair of earrings in turquoise and red. There's no back printing on the figures, but you can see Patty's two-tone sleeves in pink and yellow. Here's just a quick look of all three sisters together. Here we have Waylon Smithers Jr., also known as Smithers. I love his outfit with the purple bow tie. And who couldn't love his accessory, a Malibu Stacy doll, which is a nice little two-plate build. There's printing of the glasses on the side, and there is no printing on the back of the torso. Here's a quick shot of Smithers and Mr. Burns from Series 1. Next up is Hans Moleman. He's a short old man with printing on the eyes, and I like the big tie. He does have one accessory, which is a 1x2 tile printed with a voided Springfield driver's license. Here you can see the white shirt and the short dark green legs, and there is no printing on the back of the torso. Here we have Martin Prince, one of the Simpsons classmates. He has one accessory, a Coping with a High IQ book. You can see that on his torso, he has a polo shirt printed with two pens in the pocket. On the side and the back, we can see the two-tone legs, which I've always been a huge fan of, as well as two-tone sleeves in white and yellow. Here we have Professor Frink. He has a nice lab coat that continues the print onto the pink legs. You can also see that he's holding one accessory, which is an Erlenmeyer flask, which is a two-tone plastic mold in clear and lime green. I love this face with the buck teeth and the parted hair. On the side you can see the remainder of the lab coat printed on the legs, though there is no printing on the back. Next up we have Comic Book Guy. I do like the scraggly beard that's printed on, as well as that big belly print. The leg contains printing to create brown shorts, and he has two accessories, the Everyman comic, where the hero is actually shaped like a LEGO minifigure, as well as the Squishy Cup, first introduced in the Quickie Mart. On the side we can see that the printing continues for the shorts, and we do get to see the two-tone molding in blue and yellow. While there's no printing on the back, we do get to see the ponytail. Next up is Mrs. Krabappel, their teacher. I do like the printing on the torso, as I find it to be very accurate. She does have a dark green skirt piece, as well as two accessories, a pink mug, and a portrait, which is actually a prank from Bart in one of the episodes. On the side you can see she has green earrings, and there is no printing on the back of the torso. Next up we have Dr. Hibbard, and I like his big smile. The doctor's outfit will certainly be useful in the future, and I love that the printing continues from the torso onto the legs. He has an X-ray of Homer's brain printed on a great mint-colored 2x2 tile. You can see the lab coat printing continues onto the side, and there's no printing on the back. This figure is the only figure with a different skin tone. Last is Groundskeeper Willie, who's got a great printing of overalls and a polo shirt. He has the two-toned sleeves in tan and yellow. He has one accessory, which is a plunger, and has printing of arm hair detail on each side. There's no printing on the back. And here we have some final thoughts. These figures are so great. If you're a fan of the show, or just a fan of collectible minifigures in general, there's so much to love. With brand new molds every time for great heads and great accessory pieces with printing galore, there's so much to love about the LEGO Collectible Minifigures series. But those are just my thoughts about the figures. I'd love to know which one is your favorite. Leave a comment down in the description below to let me know. Make sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram to get exclusive content. Finally, don't forget to give us a like if you like what you saw, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of our upcoming minifigure reviews. That's all we've got time for. Have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Did you miss the unboxings of all the figures? Don't worry, click on the annotation to watch the entire playlist, and don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of our videos.